I wanted to redo the finger picking pattern on Landslide because I don't think I broke it down enough. So if you are struggling with, I forget which tutorial it was, which number, but I am going to, the first few videos I placed my capo on the 4th fret. The last one I placed it on the 6th fret. Okay, I am going to keep it on the 6th fret now. And the reason I do that is because that's where I am able to sing the song. All right, so, and I'm also able to show you a little bit better because my hands are closer together what's happening. But I want you to pay attention to this hand here. And I'm going to try to break down the right hand technique a little bit more. Some of it will be a repeat to what I've already said. And I don't think I broke down the last part of the picking pattern well enough for you. I broke this part down. Sorry. I broke that part down for you, one string at a time, adding one finger at a time, but I didn't break down the last 3 for you. And I watched it again. I was like, no, that's not a great way to explain it. So anyway, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to start again. I'm playing the shape of C, and I'm capoed at the 6th fret. That's where I can sing it, but I'm not going to sing for you. But here you go. So you are playing, this is the pattern, the right hand pattern that repeats throughout the song, no matter what chord you're playing, other than the transition chords, which only make you play a different bass string, okay? So the meat of the song, the C chord turning into an unknown name chord, turning into an A minor 7th, back to unknown name chord, back to C. Okay, all you're doing is alternating. Let's start with the thumb, okay? Sorry. Sorry. Now we're going to add on to that with the next part of the pattern. All right. Don't worry about this hand up here. Let's just play C. I'm not going to even worry about changing it. So it's thumb, thumb on the 5th and 4th string. 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th, okay? Now let's add on the next part of that. That's my index finger. So this stays the same. Now pluck up with your index finger, or finger number 2, on the 3rd string, which is open G. Well, in the shape of C, it's open G. So that's the first 3 notes in your pattern. The first 3, I should say, finger picks in your pattern. All right? So now the 4th finger pick in your pattern. Go back with your thumb after the index finger to play the 5th string again. All right? Get good at that. I still have not cleaned these strings yet, so you're getting a very dull, muted sound, which happens when your strings are not cleaned. So there you go. So now let's add the next piece of the pattern onto that. It's kind of like learning a dance, one step at a time. I don't dance well, but I can do this okay. That's my middle finger playing the 2nd string. You learn that. Now, middle finger. playing the second string, which is a C note in the shape of C. It's not a true C because I'm on a capo here. That's your middle finger. You never use your ring finger in this picking pattern. And I made a mistake in my video earlier. I referred to using the ring finger. That's wrong. And you never pluck the first string ever in the whole song. Get good at that. Now, thumb goes to the next piece after the middle finger. Thumb goes to the fourth string. So you see how the thumb is alternating. The thumb is always going between the fifth and the fourth string. You have to get used to that. The last part is index finger again on the third string. Add your index finger on the third string. That's it. That's the pattern. Slow. So if you want to count it out, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right, now what you do up here gives the alternating bass notes. What I would do is I would first learn it on the C. And get so you can play it a little faster. Notice that that first note hangs for a 1 and. 1 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 1 and 1 and 2. Sorry. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you get that little bit of a pause on that first. As I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I've never been big for counting while I play. I just hear it. A lot of listening, a lot of music playing. People think, oh, I don't read music. I don't know how to read music. I don't know how to read rhythm. I know a little, maybe the basics, I guess. I sing in a choir, so I know the basics, but when it gets fancy, I'm lost. You know, when it gets into those ledger lines on the top and the bottom, I'm like, I don't know. So I listen. Listening is a huge part of playing music well. I'm an intermediate. I'm not an advanced guitar player. I can play some songs in the advanced category, but not all. So you can hear that note hang a little bit. Get it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, but if that gets confusing to you like it does for me, it's like, just another thing I have to think of. Just listen. Bum, da 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 da, bum, da 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 da. That's how it goes. Now, when you alternate the bass notes, hey Dookie. Okay, so that pattern repeats throughout the whole song. The only change is when you transition to your D with an F sharp. I'm going to just go there. What's the difference there? I'm just playing the 6th string, all right, and jumping up to the 4th string. That's the Travis picking method. It's alternating bass notes. Then I'm doing the same thing with my G. Doing the same thing with my E minor. It's the same pattern as when you played your C shape, but when you play your D with the F sharp, that's your thumb. Sorry. I get mad when my strings buzz because that's my fault. Anyway, so that's it. The pattern is the same. The only difference on your D with an F sharp is you're going from bass 6 string and 4 string instead of 5 string and 4 string, 5 string and 4 string. That was what you were used to. Now you're going 6 string and 4 string. And even with the G. Even with the E minor. But these fingers are doing the same thing. These two right here. Okay, so getting comfortable. I use the term, sometimes you might want to anchor yourself. If you're kind of new and you're like, oh man, I just keep losing track of my strings. I keep hitting the wrong string. Sometimes it helps to just place your finger down lightly, your pinky. See how your pinky is just anchoring you there? You don't have to do that. Sometimes you can just so it's up to you. Sometimes when I was a little bit more of a beginner, I would stick my pinky in the sound hole. I don't know why. It's just, you got to do what feels right for you. But the most important thing about learning picking patterns is to practice them over and over again. Repetition, practice, and you will soon come to know where these strings are just by muscle memory, and you don't necessarily have to anchor yourself with your pinky, but you can, you know. It's going to feel awkward at first. That's normal, okay? But like, you're going to be practicing it like, oh wait, which string? Oh yeah, do I go here? No. You're going to be doing that at first if you're a beginner, okay? But I'm telling you, this song will open up worlds to you. Okay, now the same picking pattern is used in the song Dust in the Wind. And I'm just going to show you how learning this picking pattern, the Travis picking pattern, so it's not exactly the same, but when you learn Landslide, all of a sudden playing Dust in the Wind becomes easier, because now, so in this one, you'll notice sometimes you pluck 2 strings at once. Sorry. So that's another lesson, but I just want to let you know that learning the Travis picking method will open up other songs to you that are finger picked. Okay, also learning this D with the F sharp. That chord is in so many songs, and it sometimes makes like a natural progression. Like, okay, you know the song Shallow, right? You see that chord? Let me lower my capo a little bit because it's not in the right place. It's okay though. What Lady Gaga sings this note that, yeah, I can't reach it, but anyway, I can play the guitar part of that song, but sorry. There it is. It's that D with the F sharp. This guitar just won't stay in tune right. I just tuned it right before I came on. I can hear it. It bothers me so much. So it might need to have a visit to a guitar tech and have it, tuned up again. Okay, in the song Make You Feel My Love, I play that on the 2nd fret for myself. So Make You Feel My Love also has that D with the F sharp. The other cool thing about D with the F sharp is you can do little slide down bass notes. What I did there was I was on a G. See that Travis picking pattern? You find that in Landslide, but you also find it in the song Shallow, where she goes really high. I can't sing. So what I'm trying to show you, I'm just trying to let you know, okay, open up worlds of music to you if you can do Travis picking and mix it up by learning to play sometimes 2 strings at once. Sometimes 3 strings at once, sometimes using your ring finger. Use that a lot in 1, 2, 3 waltz rhythms like the song Edelweiss. So this is just an intro, okay? I'm just saying, hey, you can go in these other places. If you can learn Landslide, you can learn all these other songs too, and probably more than I'm even naming. So that's it. I hope I broke that down for you in a better way than I did in the last one of the videos that I did. I don't think I broke it down enough. So have fun playing Landslide. I think I showed you how the chords go. All right. Remember, the meat of your song is that C shape, unknown chord, A minor, unknown chord, back to C shape. All right, and then transition is D with an F sharp, that's your thumb, okay? Then to G, then to E minor, and then back to the meat of your picking pattern. And then you transition again, D with the F sharp, G, E minor, and then you go back into the meat of your song. Okay, so that's it for Landslide. I hope it helps. I hope you have fun. I hope you can learn to play this. Remember, the bass note always changes on the 1. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so it's always the 1 if you're counting, or if you can just feel it and hear it. Okay. Okay, that's it. I hope you have a great day. Okay, take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.